Alrighty. So, another episode of, and I should change the angles here. Another wonderful episode of, another wonderful episode of Face Your Rival training. Have I got it? How big does the hand have to be to compared to the?
Oh, you have
face?
to like make it look like it's a Snapchat. Like it's the perspective's off like this. Like I got a big thumb.
We got it.
That's how I like to do it.
So another episode of Face Your Rival training with Automatok. Last time we messed around in Street Fighter V with Sagat and Akuma, and now Third Strike. You know, I'm quite willing to play any character you want me to play, just to kind of learn some of the fundamentals of this game. Ken? All right, Ken.
Yeah.
All right,
It's a great start.
all
There's
right,
a couple
well-
characters that I recommend for beginners. Some of them aren't top tier characters, but you know, I guess I can run them down. I think Ryu's good for beginners. Ken is good for beginners. Chun-Li and Alex, I think those are the best beginning characters in my opinion. Alex, Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li.
So
It's not particularly because they're good or bad, but it's because they're simplified and they can be effective if you have like the basic strategies for them.
okay, so I
You
got
want to
so,
play Shippuden Jinrai, SA3.
number 3, right? So I got one question, which is why is this one the best one?
Because you can use it as a whiff punishing tool. You can attach it to your low forward and whiff punish with that. Because it has 3 bars, you have a big stock of it. It's just a very powerful. It's super fast. You can whiff punish with this super by itself. I don't remember the startup of it, but it's like really fast. I wish I knew off the top of my head. But it's absolutely something you can. This is kind of okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was thinking, what? This is not terrible.
Did they update this?
I don't know. Look at that. Look,
It didn't feel too bad.
I gotta say, that's one of the most beautiful animations. I love that so much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it reminds me of, I guess because it reminds me of Moment 37. Like, just the way, that sweep, and the way people fall over as well.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. When we're like this as Ken, this is the button we're hitting. Low forward is so important, or should I say crouching medium kick? This is low forward button. Now, if I whiff crouching medium kick, you want to punish with your crouching roundhouse.
Okay.
So I do this. Well, we'll start with this. We'll start with crouching roundhouse. I miss space of crouching roundhouse, and then you whip punish it.
Oops.
Gotta wait for it. Yeah, that's Third Strike.
That's,
Now, a little
that,
bit-
see, this is Third Strike, right? This is all about whiff punishing.
Yeah.
I mean, so because when I played it in the cabs, that's what we were doing. We were just fucking around. Like most of the guys at that arcade were just super sweet to me, and they were just messing around and letting me try and do my thing, and it was just a lot of going back and forth and in and out of, well, like footsies, you know, like High Fights game, which he based on these models.
Actually, yeah.
And that felt like a lot of fun to me. A lot of fun.
It is. It's so good, man.
So
Alright, so
you're always buffering something, right? Surely.
not necessarily, unless you have critical art. You can use it just solely as a poke. If you're in the neutral, there's not a lot of things you can connect it with, unless you're close enough for a light punch. Sure you can. But if I'm too far away, I believe it can whiff. Yeah. So you don't want to do that unless you're really close. If you're in the arcades and you're really good, you can confirm. You can confirm the Shoryuken and the car Shoryuken. But we'll say that for a later date. For now, crouching medium kick into super is one of the most, that's like high priority. You gotta learn how to do that as a whip punishing tool, and yeah, as a whip punishing tool.
Wait, which one again?
Low forward, critical art.
Oh, yes. So every single person that I played like 5 or 6 people at this arcade in California, and every single one of them, that's what they were looking for. They were looking for a hit confirm into a critical art. I don't even know if it was a buffered or it was a literal hit confirm.
Both, all 3. It can be a hit confirm raw. On arcade, you can do it. Console versions, low forward in the super. Confirming block or hit on reaction. I don't think you can do it unless you have the absolute CRT and you're playing on the board. I don't think you can do it without that, because even on the arcade, it's incredibly difficult. But I believe it's possible.
Okay.
What they're looking for is, like, let's say, well, we're gonna run out of time. Let's say I do a low forward, and then you see me do a low forward. Let me say that again. Let's say I do a low forward, then you're doing a low forward, but while you're doing that, you see me do a low forward, and you see who did what first, and then it's almost as if you're wish punishing and then confirming with the critical art.
Okay.
Makes sense? And it's typically hitting your extended hitbox.
You're
Why
not
lobby?
in, you disappeared from the lobby.
That was weird. I'll re-invite.
Did you get kicked?
No idea.
Oh, I can
Maybe
invite. I think I can invite you. No, I can't. Yes, I
I'm
can.
all warmed up. You can if you want.
Hey! I got another subscriber. Thank you, Albedo. Thank you so much.
I'll send you an invite.
Huh?
I'll send you an invite.
Okay. Did you send it already?
I'm looking for your name. I don't see you. Am I crazy?
Oh, maybe it's because I'm in the lobby? Let me leave the lobby. Okay, try now. Try again.
No, I just missed your name. I thought it was in alphabetical order. Definitely wasn't.
I'm all warmed up. Right. Okay.
So, crouching medium kick into super. What you can do to enhance your ability to confirm into critical art, jeez, super art, is to do the super while you hit low forward. So you do low forward, quarter circle forward twice. You gotta
Buffering.
break it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And then when you see it hit, all you gotta do is hit buttons. You gotta hit the kick buttons, and then that'll give you the super art.
Yeah. That's the bit that is hard for me. Like I can do the buffer, no problem, right? But the decision as to whether or not to press the button is, I mean, I would guess it takes a little bit of practice.
We gotta break down the different parts of it, because it's like you're learning 5 things at once and trying to put them together. You gotta break them apart separately. So first you gotta learn how to whip punish with low forward first, and then you gotta figure out how to just do low forward in critical art. Then you gotta learn how to whip punish with low forward, and then identify that you whip punish while buffering the super, and then hit the super art to actually do the super art.
Yeah, the hardest, the bit I can do the well, okay, the whip punishing part obviously takes practice, but the idea of buffering is super simple to me. I know how to buffer stuff, but the idea of like I'm either gonna press this button or not is hard for me. That's always been quite difficult for me. But it probably just takes, I'm sure it just takes practice.
Here's the exchange in neutral. If you hit low forward like this at a range and you're buffering super, so if I walk into it or if I dash at you while this is happening, the critical art will come out, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I'm just doing this, if I have critical art.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening is I'm doing low forward, and you can whip punish it. You can whip punish my low forward with your crouching roundhouse. So you see me do this, you hit crouching roundhouse. Almost. A little faster. Boom! Third strike.
This is
That's
online as well. I love it. This whip
Yeah,
punishing because I was trying to whip punish your Sagat in Street Fighter 5,
No.
and that was hard, man. But this
I can
shit.
explain it a little bit. So, for example, the sweeps in this game are, I believe, 1 frame faster. I think I compared Ryu's sweep, the third strike in Street Fighter 5. Ryu's sweep in this game is faster, but it has more recovery. So it's good to whiff punish with, but it's easier to whiff punish. So it works in both ways. In the same way, it's like my crouching roundhouse is even easier for you to whiff punish. So now we're gonna do the reverse. I'm gonna hit crouching roundhouse, and then you whiff punish it with low forward.
Okay. Hold up. Go on.
That punished.
Oh wow, that doesn't actually. The fireball didn't work.
No, that's why you need Super R3. You can use Shipui, whatever it's called, and even the other one, but now you can do this many more times if you have enough meter. And in this game, whipping crouching medium punch is a good way to build meter. So you can continue investing in this.
Oh shit, that builds Mia? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's insane. Look at that. That's wild.
Oh boy!
Did you parry that?
Yeah. But
yeah.
since I parried and hit a button, it made it so I was stuck and I couldn't. That punished me hitting crouching medium punch after I parried. Okay, so we went over crouching medium kick and crouching roundhouse. Now, third strike has a parry mechanic. Actually, I need you to hit these so you can get the next round. What were you gonna say?
Uh,
Do the target combo, medium punch, heavy punch. Oh, actually, you're way ahead. Never mind,
Medium
never mind.
punch, heavy punch. Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
I forgot what. Did you forget what you were gonna say?
Yeah, of course, because I'm like a little bit overexcited, so I've forgotten everything.
We were talking about low forward with punishing, recovery being longer.
Well, I was just thinking about like how do you train. I guess I was trying to think about how would I go about training the whiff punishing. Like, if I'm learning the whiff punishing, right? You've explained to me whiff punishing, right? Which I understand whiff punishing. I get it. It's a lot more prevalent in this game and a lot more important, and that's, I'm sure, why one of the reasons people adore this game, right?
Or hate it.
But how do you go about like setting up and practicing with punishing? Can you set your opponent up? You know, like can you?
Yeah, you can do a random timing for the recording. Not random timing, but you can just have your recording crouch.
Yeah.
And then just wait a little bit and then crouching medium kick and then have them block. So you don't know when it's coming, and then you just whiff punish based off of that. But
So I mean, you typically be like the range is something like this. Like you'd typically be messing around just outside the range, right?
yeah.
So most of the time I'd probably be trying to do that, or just
No, you don't really want to do that with Ken that much because I can potentially red parry you. I don't know if I can do it online, but try it. Do a fireball after it.
Oh, sorry. Ooh. Okay.
It's too slow.
Yeah, it's
you
not.
don't have a lot of options to do after that, so it gives me something easy to react to and punishable.
If you're hit, you were blocking then, right? But if you are hit, can you still do that? Is there still time?
Depends on how you space it. Some Gen players would do low forward and then EX fireball. That makes it a little more challenging to red parry and punish. You might even recover in time, but it's not an efficient use of meter either. That's why SA3 is so important to have, and it's important to just confirm the hit in the first place, or to like whip punish with that low forward.
Okay,
Low
now
forward fireball is not very good for Ken in this game. It's okay if you actually get a low forward fireball, it gives you a good knockdown, but you also still want to confirm it. But as like a block thing, it's not something you want to do.
so most of the time with Ken, the game plan is like a lot of poking and then looking for a whiff punish into super. Is that what we're saying?
It's not a bad strategy. It's a good way to start at least. There's
Sorry,
more to it, because just being able to whip punish that's just the start of it. That's how you create a foundation of how you're gonna approach the match. This is like my approach to like a lot of fighting games that I can really accentuate in this game because I have good reactions and I'm good at spacing and whip punishing. And this game is good for that talent, especially Ken.
Okay. So all right. So what were you gonna? So what's it? Can you just do? Sorry, I'm being a real dumbass right now because, like I said, when this game came out, I was in university and I wasn't playing Street Fighter, right? And it was actually a commercial flop at the time. I actually remember being really depressed when this came out because I was expecting a huge innovation from Capcom and this didn't feel like one. And it's only when you it's only when you get into the nitty gritty of the game that you realize, oh wow, and then you understand.
I don't think a lot, man. It's like you want to say it's so far ahead of its time, that kind of thing, and I suppose it's true. It's
Well, there's that, but there's also like Street Fighter 2 at the time just felt like it was a huge leap in terms of like gameplay and all that sort of stuff, right? So like when we were waiting for 3, they brought out Alpha, and I remember thinking they're bringing out Alpha because they can sort of get away with just producing whatever, and people aren't going to go, okay, this is the next iteration. They're going to go because of the order, you know. And then when 3 finally dropped, because I really do remember at the time people thinking, when's 3 gonna drop? When's 3 gonna drop? When's 3 gonna drop? And when it dropped, everyone was just like, because you just play it and you're just like, this doesn't feel like a huge innovation.
It was pretty jank. It took man, I don't know. I would like to do more like research about how they approach releasing fighting games. Like, is their audience ready to really play this, and is this game ready for the audience too? Because I think it was a little bit of both.
I think in Japan, I think in Japan, it's possible that they had the influencers. I call them influencers, right, at the time, but they had these people in the arcades who were super hardcore, and they were ready, right, for the nitty gritty. But I think the general public you know, the way they consume games is they really have to see something take a leap forward, and Street Fighter 2 was that. Whereas Street Fighter 3,
undeniably.
I remember thinking,
I remember that expectation. Once you go into one thing and now you have a precedent, it's like, how can you re-innovate when something was already innovated from nothing?
exactly, because fighting games were innovative. Street Fighter innovated, you know, to a point which, in a way, many fighting games have just recreated that experience. You know, whereas Street Fighter 1 was garbage.
Oh, jeez.
And Street Fighter 2 was this huge innovation. I was expecting in Street Fighter 3, I was expecting like, oh shit, what are they going to do? Like 3D virtual reality? I'll be like looking at it like through fucking goggles, and like that's how do you know what I mean? And then Third Strike came out. Third Strike came out, and I was...
It was like a scouter for a Nintendo device.
Yeah.
The thing was called.
Anyway, in the end, I think a bunch of people figured out that this game is pretty damn good.
It's crazy how the complexity that's within the game is hard to appreciate for that new player. And you think you need more bells and whistles, but it's thinking, it's thinking that makes something amazing.
Well, it's also like two different crowds, right? In a way, because it's like this appealed to the hardcore fighting game player, whereas Street Fighter 2 appealed to everybody. And I think that's what...
because there was no, there was no like threshold whether or not like one direction. It was everybody was the same. Everybody was equal. It didn't matter, and it wasn't designed for that anyways. It's probably just Street Fighter 1 ain't balanced. It's not meant to be competitive. It's not like organized in a way that like chess is made or even checkers. So how do you go from one thing that's amazing and then Street Fighter 2, which is like we tried it and now here we are and nobody knows what they're doing really, and the people who had the idea of what to do, they're excelling and they're having a great time and it's fantastic to watch. And then it's, you know, you expand from there. It's so like this whole process to where we're at now is, I mean, it's fascinating to me. I don't and where are we gonna? Man, it's like.
I think it's fascinating, all the different scenes and stuff. So the stupid question that I wanted to ask earlier. Let's get back to gameplay, because the stupid question that I wanted to ask earlier was the difference between a parry and a red parry.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh, red parry is when you're blocking something. Or you're parrying out of block stun. So if I'll try to do it. Do a target combo. It's gonna be hard to do online. Just medium heavy punch. I gotta guess when you're gonna do it. Let's see. Try to do crouching light kick and then target combo, so I know when you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? You gotta walk up a little bit. It's kind of complicated.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
Almost got it. Run out of time. It's really hard to do. That's another thing about the difference between red parry and the blue parry. Not only do you have to do it while you're in block stun, but the timing is stricter. I believe the window is shorter.
Oops.
I almost got it. We'll try it a few more times. If I can't get it, then there it is.
Oh, okay.
So this, you don't leave block stun when you do the target combo. Now, if I didn't red parry that, it would give you no reason to not do that. This is an easy. This tool is really good for confirming the light punch assure you, the critical art when you got it, or fireball. That strong heavy punch is so important for Ken to be able to confirm. But if I have the ability to red parry that second hit, you have to start cycling your options so that I don't just red parry you and punish you. Usually I play Hugo and I have a lot of ways to punish target combo with. I mean, 360 is an easy thing to do, but there's more things I can do than that, like a clap, ultra throw. Man, it's complicated. I think I can do red. I don't want to talk about it. It's too much. I think I can red parry, then down parry if you light punch Shoryuken, and then ultra throw. I think the best punish was a clap. There's so many different things that can happen off this one situation because red parry is possible.
Can I ask you a question? Is the target combo a block string? And if it is a block string, can red parries break block strings?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to explain. So
Jesus,
if you are jailed, in some games that you said you're jailed, right? You're jailed. You don't leave block stun. You can't do anything in between. Red parry can help you escape that.
Do you need any resources to do red parry, or is it the same input? Is it the same input as regular parry? It's just fewer frames.
I guess you can say the resource is your health bar because you might mess it up. It's not easy to do.
Okay.
And you're hitting forward.
Yeah.
There's no absolute guard like that in this game. So if you let go of back, you can potentially be hit after you let go of back. So if you
Yeah,
go rip parry,
it's
you
a
can get punched
risk.
in the face.
It's a risk.
So
for
let's
sure.
say, you do that target combo and then throw a fireball after it, and then I try to red parry the second hit. I get hit by the heavy punch, and then the fireball comes out, and then you can confirm super.
Ah, okay.
So I'm saying, so that fireball will help you extend the window of time that you can confirm the super.
So is it just medium buttons and up that build your super?
Yeah. I mean, you can use a light punch. Sure, you can. That'll build it up.
Oh, okay. That's a lot. You can build up. You can
now-
build up this stuff real quick.
There's one very important mechanic about parries that a lot of people, I don't know if they know about it, but it helps tremendously with parrying the neutral. When you parry and you go to neutral, when you go to 5, when your character is idle, when you parry and leave it, your parry window is longer than if you tap forward. If you do like this. So if I go like this, the parry window is longer. Same thing if you tap down. Know what I'm saying?
Right, just hold it, you mean?
No, don't hold it. You can hold it, but if you just tap it and then go back to neutral, the parry window will be longer.
Oh, okay.
Now, what that means is you're not blocking. So if you understand when my timing is for low forward and you tap down, you can get a parry like that. But if I see you tapping down, I can react to you attempting to parry, and then that's where my roundhouse comes into play.
Right. Oh, these
Because
are the.
you can't down parry roundhouse. And if you're standing idle, you're not blocking. So what
Okay.
I like to do a lot in this game is tap down and then block. Tap down and then block. Block blow. I do that a lot. So the other part of this equation would be what ranges am I doing that? It'll be where your low forward is at, because I'll try to parry that. And then that's pretty much it. I don't mind getting hit by your crouching roundhouse. If this game is so important to distinguish between two different ranges. My low forward has less range than my crouching roundhouse. This has more range. The
Serious?
crouching roundhouse has more range.
I actually didn't know that. That's wild.
So let me see. Let me show you. Like right here, right here, like right here.
It's like a pixel.
There we go. Slightly more range on the crouching roundhouse.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that difference, where I'm standing there, if I get hit by a crouching roundhouse, I don't mind it as much as if I got hit by a crouching medium kick, and then if you confirm to the super, that's better. And another thing that I'll do is tap down once I immediately get into that range. So if I'm playing neutral with you, and then I tap down like right about here, for the potential that you'll hit crouching medium kick. And then you can hit me with that roundhouse, but it's not nearly as bad if you hit me with crouching medium kick. And that standing roundhouse, I want to talk to you about proximity guard too. So I can whip punish that standing roundhouse. So if I'm playing with the neutral, I'm tapping down, and then you hit roundhouse, and then I walk backwards, I'll whip punish it.
Holy shit. Okay.
So you see how all these things work together? You're hitting that standing roundhouse because of how I'm behaving with parries. I walk back from that standing roundhouse to whip punish it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to the contextual. You called them contextual clues when we were playing Street Fighter V, right? So, like, that clip I put on Twitter, which was when I was playing, you were Sagat, and you were going up and down, you were buffering something, and you were like, look, here's a contextual clue as to what's going on. And, yeah, I can see I can see where that's even more important in this game, it appears, because of the parries.
So to review, we've gone over crouching medium kick into super, using it to whiff punish, using it to clip them if they're dashing at you going forward, crouching roundhouse as a whiff punish, the interactions with parry, red parrying with the target combos. Do you have an idea of where you want to go next? Because I can talk all day about this. And we talked about, well, I guess you can call it cling parry. That's how I've heard it notated. When you just tap down or forward and go to neutral, makes the parry window longer.
So going into neutral makes the parry window longer, but going into block makes it shorter. Is that right? Just so I understand that correctly. Because you said you like to do this then into block.
You can think of it like you're canceling your parry window if you block.
Okay.
So I tap down and then block, and now I can't parry anymore because I'm blocking.
Okay. So if I go straight down and then back, that's cancelling my parry window. So the parry window is a lot smaller. Alright. But as you're learning this game, a lot of people said, I mean, the people that I was playing with told me to, you know, learn it in stages. And then obviously parry was something that they were saying wasn't one of the initial things that I should necessarily be focusing on.
It might not be high priority, but it's incredibly important in this game.
Yeah, oh yeah, I bet. Once you get to a certain level. So a lot of the game plan, so I'm just trying to understand, like, do all the characters have a similar sort of game plan in terms of like the fundamental mechanics? So does it revolve around, you know,
yes and no. Like Chun-Li and Ken can be comparable, but when you put Yun into the mix, or even Dudley, it's a totally different ballgame. It has to do with their movement, their ability to whip on it. I mean, I guess Ken is like a good starting point to branch off into other things that get kind of wacky.
Okay. So if I so I'm playing this game, right? Like, say I get online without you, and I want to. So I'm not actually sure what this game allows me to do in terms of training mode, but maybe it will allow me to practice some with, you know, some whiff punishing and stuff. In terms of breaking down the, you said it was a little difficult to hit confirm on this version, unfortunately. But if I was
there's
playing,
other options. There's other options to hit confirm. Low forward is not one of them, but there's plenty of other things with the target combo and some chain combos.
So that, right?
Short. I didn't see what you did.
Huh?
I didn't see what you did.
Oh, I was just.
Was that
Hold
low
up.
forward super?
Yeah, I just did the forward super basically.
An easier one to learn would be crouching medium kink, crouching medium punch link into critical art.
Really?
So you can actually do crouching medium punch and then super. I don't have any meter, but. Oh, I didn't know there were shortcuts in this game. I can do. I didn't know I could do that.
Oh, they put shortcuts in?
I can hold down, and I don't need a forward direction. I can use the hitbox, the cheat box method. Okay, so crouching medium punch.
Oh yeah, you're right. There is shortcuts.
Yeah, you can. Okay. So an easier link is crouching medium punch and then link critical art, but it's kind of hard to do at first. But it's much easier to confirm. As I mess it up, I just want you to get hit by it. I can't do a critical art. Yeah, that works, but I don't think I linked it correctly. But that's one thing you do want to learn. And the other one, of course, is short super. Short jab short. I think short's better. And then target combo. And then
Wait,
throw fireball super.
You can do short super?
Are you kidding me?
I didn't know.
That's like so. It's so important.
That seems like, yeah. No, I'm asking. That seems like a much easier hit confirm to me. If I can hit confirm 2.
Yeah, you can.
Because like
it's just an execution thing. Once you get past that barrier, it's easier. It's way easier than low forward super as far as confirmation.
Okay.
But we gotta talk about why you do one or the other. Like why one will work on their wake up.
Okay, tell me about it.
Why do you think? What do you think is a choice between doing target combo and short as far as confirming into super? Because they both offer that, right? I can confirm off of both of them. So why would I do one over the other? Between crouching light kick and then close medium punch.
Wait, give me a second, because I really got to think about it. So, like, I feel like I want to get the answer right, but I don't know. I mean, maybe the target combo is a little bit more meaty, perhaps. I don't know. Or it's just a choice between high and low.
Close.
Close.
I don't know what.
Close, but
I don't
no.
know what.
Don't know cigar.
What would I do? What would I do on wake up as a defensive option besides blocking?
I mean, you would parry, right?
Yeah!
So
I can't parry one high and I can't parry the other one low. Target combo, you cannot parry this low. Short, you can't parry that high. So if you wake up and parry, you're gonna get hit by one of those because you're not blocking. So if you do a high parry and I do this, you'll get hit by it. If you do a low parry and I do this, you'll get hit by it.
Okay. So it's just a case of mixing those up, basically.
Mm-hmm. And you have options that branch off of that. So if I do like short and then walk up grab, I do short and walk up grab. I do medium, walk up grab. I do grab on your wake up. of good things you can do there.
So the these are all the same, right? The overheads.
Oh, the universal overhead?
Yeah.
Medium punch and medium kick together? Kinda. It's hard to really talk about that because I don't know a whole lot, but you can link off of some of them. They have a lot of active frames. Ken can link off of it at a distance with his critical art. Actually, with his light punch Shoryuken too. If you crouch, I can space it to hit you, I think. Or maybe this has to be on wake up. You can space it out. And you can link super off of this as an overhead. You can also
you can link super off overhead.
Super is very fast. I think it's 1 frame. I think it's 1 frame startup, and the kick super is 0, or was it Shippu? It's like I think it's 1 frame startup.
Wow, that is
yeah,
crazy.
But you gotta be. It's gotta be later in the active frames or meaty. So like crouch, you can see the difference. Like if you crouch.
Oh, sorry.
If I hit you here, and then if I hit you from right about here, it hits later. So I can link it from here.
Oh gosh.
Is that 10? That was 10. But the critical art only hits 9 times. But I can't do that like this. That's not gonna work if you block.
I've got a dumbass smile on my face because every time I play this game now, I'm more and more excited about it.
It's a really crazy good game.
I wish
and this you can confirm critical art off of his back medium kick. It's also an overhead. But you can't critical art if they're standing. Only on crouching hit. It'll go into critical art. Critical art. Ugh! Super art.
Super art, yeah, critical art, super art, supers, ultras, fucking.
It used to be the other way around for me. I used to call Street Fighter 5 things super arts.
Oh, you did? Now you've trained yourself.
That times.
So why is Ken considered one of the strongest characters?
Gold standard. He just has everything. He excels at everything. He doesn't have a lot of weakness. That's pretty much it. He can do everything. He's like Ken is Third Strike. Every serious Third Strike player that I know can play a pocket Ken because they know the system, they know the game, and he is like the bar. This is what is good in this game. Everything that Ken has, and he's fun to play too. I like him.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm sure. I was just wondering what specific. So, for instance, like when you play Street Fighter 5, I know it's a simpler game, but you know, people will say, okay, for this character to be viable, he needs a 3-frame jab, and you know, whatever. Like there's like a bunch of, or an invincible move, you know. And so the reason I asked that question was because I was kind of trying to understand, like, well, what is it that Ken has? What tools is it that Ken has that make
crazy.
him?
I can't even think of like his light punch Shoryuken. This is not invincible. It's just fast. But people do it on wake up all the time. Heavy punch is invincible.
Akuma's is invincible, right?
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. Probably his heavy punch is invincible, if I had to guess. But that's the thing, like invincibility, start up on normals, that wasn't the big deal as far as this game is concerned.
Sure.
It's important. Like
Sure.
Chun-Li's crouching light punch is insane. It's stupid fast. I don't know how fast it is, like 1 or 2 frames. But it's stupid. But everybody can parry. Everybody can parry it and throw her to punish it. So the speedier normals, it's like everybody has a parry, you know? Everybody has a universal parry.
Right.
So they can deal with those tools that are absurd.
And you can you can parry in the air as well, right?
You can parry in the air, but think about how, you know, going to neutral, there's a window of time. This kind of transitions into how anti-airs work, which is a really tough subject.
Okay.
But you parry in the air, you can't parry the whole time while you're in the air. You know what I'm saying? So if I parry up here, up top, when I'm at the top of my jump up here, when I come down, I can't parry again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like parry up and then parry here. Like try to parry when you're at the top of your jump and then try to parry again.
Okay, hold up. Oh, I didn't even get to land then. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So I can't do a double parry.
No, so that means you're gonna parry when you're really low, which means you can't parry on the top of your jump. So if I air to air you and you're not ready to react, I'm gonna just air to air you. So I got this EX Tatsu.
Oh, that's gonna fuck
you
me.
Have to,
I can only parry
you gotta
one.
React big time.
Can I parry? I can't parry twice. So I just can't parry twice in the air, right? So I couldn't.
I mean, technically you can jump parry and then parry again. So as soon as I leave the ground, I'm parrying like this.
No,
it's
but
like,
I'm talking about right when we meet in the air, right? And you do this?
Oh, you can absolutely parry that twice. That's cool.
You can parry that twice?
Yeah. But
Oh.
you gotta do EX.
Let me do the EX, sorry.
It's gonna be hard for me to do. I can do it, but you can also attack after you parry in the air. Maybe you saw that. Oh, I gotta figure out when you're gonna time it. Oh boy, it's gonna be a mess.
Wait, do I have the EX left? I don't think I have any EX left. How do you
That's
get
fine.
EX?
Hit crouching media punch or hit me.
But how much bar does the EX use?
You have enough. It's glowing. Your bar is glowing. So,
So once it's glowing, that's the EX?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to parry this like this.
Okay. Alright, well...
we'll try one more time. We'll try one more time.
But you can do it like twice. What you're saying is you could parry that a couple of times.
Yeah, it's necessary too because when you play as like Hugo, he's a big target. So the EX Tatsu, even when I'm standing up, can hit me more than once. So I gotta be able to have the timing for it. But yeah, you can. Actually, I'm gonna jump at you and you do heavy punch or you can.
Ah. Heavy punch Shoryuken. Oh, that one?
Yeah,
Just this? Wait. Oh, heavy punch Shoryuken. Sorry. I thought you meant heavy punch in. I thought you meant heavy punch into Shoryuken.
No, that. So.
Holy, good
Compare
God,
here.
that was awesome.
But if I parry up here, I can't do that.
Yeah. Sure.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's this weird dynamic when somebody jumps at you, and you think they're gonna parry as they're getting close to you. Like if I parry right about here, and you try to anti-air, and then you do nothing, or you try to grab me as I land. It's a really weird situation.
Right.
Sometimes I light punch anti-air and see if they parry first. So
So
like I'll block and hit light punch. So if they do an air normal, I'll block it. If they try to jump parry, I'll hit them and then they'll parry. But I can cancel that light punch into something else.
this isn't even rock paper scissors. This is rock paper scissors plus another pair of
Reaction.
scissors.
Reaction too. Because I can see you in the air.
There's just a lot of options, which is nice to have, you know.
There's a lot of things. Why do you think jab anti-air is making me so upset?
Oh,
There's no thought put into it.
I've seen you tweeting about a lot of things that have been making you upset.
I just did like one thing with Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
I think I'm good now.
It's usually ranked for me. I got very upset.
Also,
Last time I
when
played, I
you
got very
parry-
upset.
Yeah, it happens even to me. I'm usually pretty calm and entertaining and humorous, even when like the dumbest things are happening.
Yeah.
But it got to me the other day. That's why I didn't stream yesterday, and today I've been streaming something else. I don't want to keep that energy out there.
Last stream I had, I ended it so unhappy, and I went to bed unhappy, and it kind of sucks because like it's a whole nother subject which we could talk about. It's like it's amazing how when you invest yourself in a competitive game, how much it can affect you mentally. It fucking sucks. But it can
I feel
also
so disconnected from it, man. I gotta feel like I'm not who I am when I play Street Fighter 5.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah, and then playing Eunice lately has gotten me back into that frame of mind. Like I'm thinking about games again when I'm not playing them. Like I'm trying
Yeah.
to solve problems in my head when I'm in the shower. You know?
Yeah.
I'm doing a rep and I'm thinking about, man, is that punishable? Can he just do that, or can I? What's a potential answer to this situation? I don't
Yeah.
feel that way with Street Fighter 5. I don't want to go heavy into the subject, but this game was what started that all. And now, like when you go from this and then other games that were complicated, and then you go there, it doesn't get me. It doesn't get the juices flowing.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. I tell you, the minute I sat down and played this at that arcade in Cali, I was just like, oh my god, this feels right. This feels so fucking right. And I couldn't necessarily put my finger on it. Whilst people can talk all day about break it down and it's got this and that and whiff punishing and blah blah blah, it still felt right, and I cannot describe that feeling. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't. All I know is
There's a
I
lot
sat
to it,
down.
man.
I remember I sat down and I started playing, and because I was only there, I was like a guest. You know, like a guest. More, everyone's a guest there, but like, apart from Auric, but like,
Special guest.
I guess I was a special guest in a way because I only had a limited amount of time, and I sat down, and these guys would come and play me, and then eventually they told me to get off the machine because they were like,
Yeah, because they want to.
can someone else
play?
can someone else play? Yeah. But it was
Good feeling, man.
it was a
me
yeah.
and a friend of mine who we grew up playing this game, playing those 3-4 a.m. sets of Third Strike on PS2, which is awful, but we just couldn't stop playing it. Eunice is giving us that same, like, we're addicted. I'm like, bro, we're in our 30s. My best friend just had a baby. My back hurts. Your back hurts. We gotta stop playing, man. It's 12 o'clock. Too over this.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you've gotten
It's
into.
good, yeah.
I'm glad you've gotten into Eunice. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody to, like a Eunice expert to come on and sort of play a bit of that game as well. I think in the future. So going back to this game, right? So we got the whiff punishing. You said that anti-airing becomes quite an interesting game. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Okay. So jump at me. Just do a jump around house. Right? And then I can car DP and punish that pretty well.
How are you card DPing? Is it this into a DP?
No, it's crouching medium kick.
Oh, it's crouching medium kick?
You can guard crouching medium kick or crouching heavy kick. I don't recommend learning how to do it now. I still mess it up.
How the fuck is that a car DP? Because he's not even moving. He's not even moving forwards. He's not even moving forwards. I thought that would be a car DP.
Yeah, he's moving forward. You can car throw with this too, but it's just not very good.
Okay.
You see me moving around? It's hard to do, but it's not really that much worth it. But yeah, crouching medium kick and crouching heavy kick, you can use the car DP. So you basically plink it. The short answer is, so when I anti-air you, that's one thing I can do. Jump at me, and then I'll do this. And if I'm close enough, I can car DP. That's pretty good damage. I can also super art to juggle and get corner carry, but don't worry about that. Or heavy punch.
Why do you need the car DP? Is it to take you that far forward? Can you show me the difference between DP?
Small difference is a big. This is a car DP, like that, and this is a regular DP.
Holy shit, that's like twice as far.
Nah, right? So those are regular uppercuts.
That's the car, right?
Yeah. I messed up like 1 or 2 times there, but that's the card.
Okay. And
crouching, what some people do is they plink both crouching roundhouse and medium kick, so they have a better chance of getting the timing. Because think about when you do a Shoryuken, you can't buffer normals like you can in Street Fighter V. You have to time the Kara button once you get out of recovery, and then time the Kara. The Kara light punch.
Yeah.
So Kara Shoryuken is not an easy thing to do. It feels so good when you do it though. But that's on the anti-air subject. So when I do that uppercut like that, I can do it on really different timings because it's so fast. Well, not really because it's so fast, but it's just easier to do it that way because Shoryuken is so fast. So I can do it late. I can do it really deep for your jump in, or I can do it pretty early. So you have to really think about when you're parrying in the jump if you do that. So it's not always advisable to do that. Now, I can also do low forward to anti-air you if you parry, but you can still block. Like if you try to trip guard me with low forward. I'll try to you jump in the air and then try to block. Crouch block.
Okay, hold on. Oh, just neutral jump?
Neutral jump and then neutral jump and then crouch block. Do it again. See how that works? Now I believe if you tap forward to parry, you can still do that. Did you tap forward?
Yeah.
So what that means is if you tap forward in the air and then block, technically I can't do what I'm about to show you, but it works all the time. So if you jump at me and I hit low forward, jump forward, we'll do that all the time and then go into the Shoryuken. But technically you can block it. Not my recommendation, but it happens all the time. Actually, try to do a normal, do a jumping normal and try to block. So do jump heavy kick and then try to block low. Did you block?
Yeah, that's the trip guard, right? Yeah, no, I blocked. Yeah, that's the actual trip guard. That's when you have a window of time to. That's when I land and you have a window. I think James Chen actually made this name up, as far as I know historically. But like that's when there's a window of time for you to actually hit me, even though I'm blocking, right?
Yeah.
So when I press that button, bam, you've still got time to get me.
Yeah. But what I would do instead is parry. I would rather parry you if you did a jump attack, so I can parry as an anti-air. So you do a jump in, I'll parry, and then I'll do a Shoryuken. And then I'll try to do guard TP.
I mean, you must feel dope when you're doing that, right?
I've been doing it for years, man.
I know, but like, I remember feeling pretty good about Dragon Punches, just Dragon Punches, but
Uh-huh. But now think about this. If I parry, it gives me time to verify that you can't parry me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you jump in and then I parry it, he can't block. He can't parry. So I've locked you out of being able to defend yourself. As opposed to if you do an empty jump. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
So this is usually what happens. When somebody empty jumps with a parry, and then I parry at you, and then we both throw. That happens often. Very often. It's the safest thing.
Okay.
So now you do that. Do the empty jump and throw.
Empty jump throw. Okay, hold up.
Yeah. Do it again. I messed up. You're not gonna see that because if you're aiming to parry at the bottom of the jump, you had to parry up top. You gotta react to me jumping at you, the EX Tatsu.
Damn, man, there's so much to think about. It's insane. I like it, but there's a lot to think about. So would you say? I mean, these are all dumb questions because that's what I do is ask dumb questions.
No, it's fine.
But it helps you explain stuff. So, would you say that there's a lot more conditioning in this game because it feels like you have to do a lot of conditioning?
Hell yeah.
Because because there are so many options, I really, and I can fake those contextual clues, right? And
Yes.
and I can condition you to think, to make you, well, that's what conditioning is, right? Condition you to make you do something.
Mm-hmm. That's what I try to do for my friends. Sometimes I'll pretend like I'm low parrying their normals just to get them to do their heavy attacks. So then I hit them with medium punch as you go. So like I'm doing this, but I'm really trying to make them come forward and hit me with the high attacks. So I can either counter hit them or whip punish them. Also, dash and throw is really good for Ken.
Right.
We should practice breaking that actually. You should practice doing it, just dash up and throw. Yep, and also you can mash against throws. The neutral throw, you can mash against it and it'll help you do more hits and it'll help me prevent you from doing more hits. So if I don't mash, that's what happens.
How
if
tight
you mash,
is,
it'll be faster.
How tight
Just
is the? You just mash the throw?
I'll show you. I'll show you what mine looks like.
Okay.
Let me throw you.
Oh, sorry.
Big
Go on.
difference.
Wait, what
Big
the
difference in
fuck?
damage.
Wait, what?
No.
What
Now
the
mash
fuck?
that. Okay,
That's a six
now-
hit.
now-
That's a 6-hit combo. Wait, hold up.
Now neutral throw me.
That's a 6. Oh, I did a 4-hit combo. Hold up.
You did a 2-hit combo.
Jesus Christ. I'm not mashing it properly. I don't think.
No, and plus I'm playing on a hitbox. I have a way to mash on this that's incredible.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I can show you. On hitbox, when I'm in a mashing situation, I shift my hand over, my left hand, so
Yeah.
that it covers all these buttons here, including this one.
Yeah.
And then I have another 5 fingers on these buttons, so I'm mashing with 10 different inputs.
Oh, you can mash with more than just the throw input? Sorry,
Directions as well.
I misunderstood. I thought you just mashed with the throw input.
Everything.
Everything. Let me just try that real quick. I just wanna.
That's better.
Holy fuck balls! I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was a thing. That's amazing. That's hilarious. So, a question I wanted to ask you is zoning
Can we before you do that, can we go over this throw thing first? Just
Yeah.
like
Oh,
breaking throws is so important.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dash up at you, and then you break the throw. The same thing. So I'm gonna dash up and then throw. Yeah, that's good. And then you gotta mash if you do get thrown.
Do I have to mash when I'm in the throw?
Ideally, you want to break it, but if I throw you, then you want to start mashing against it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll make it easier. I'm gonna do crouching medium punch and then dash at you, and then break the timing of the throw.
Okay.
So you have a visual cue. There you go. All right, now I'm not gonna do crouching medium punch.
Okay.
Perfect. You're a third strike player now. So back dashes aren't invincible in this. So
Oh, they're
check this
not?
out. We're gonna do the same thing. We'll see how you react to it. All right?
Ah, you bitch.
You gotta block. You gotta block while you tech, so you at least defend against that too.
Oh, so you can options. Yes, of course, you can option select, right? So you can block and tech.
But the throw, I believe, is faster. So you should throw me out of what I'm doing if you
Really?
dash fast enough. Yeah.
Yeah, throws
I
are
think so.
okay.
I want to expand on this just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about preemptively defending against normals. So we talked about crouching medium kick, how you can use that to prevent dashes. But Ken has something even better with his standing medium punch. This is a little more advanced, but I'll try to sail through it. So, standing medium punch is different depending on how far away. There's a proximity normal with this close medium punch. This is what goes into the target combo. But
Right.
you also have far medium punch.
Right.
This is good for defending against those dashes where I dash up and throw you. So
Oh, really?
I'm not necessarily reacting to what you're doing, but I can just do the medium punch sometimes. Now, look at what I'm doing. Like, I'm doing the target combo while this is happening. If you're too far away, it's going to be medium punch.
Yeah.
If you get close enough to me, it's going to turn into the target combo.
Which you can then
I'm-
confirm into something.
You can confirm off of both of them.
Oh, you can?
Yep.
What can
You
you
can stand medium punch and then link in the critical art.
Holy bollocks.
So, like this.
The amount of moves that you can
That works. That's 10 hits.
the amount
So, I do either one. Either I confirm off the target combo, or I confirm off of the link from here. And I still do medium punch, heavy punch at the same time. So if I think you might dash, I'll do this.
I had literally no idea how many moves you could confirm off of in this game. It's kind of ridiculous.
You don't know about punishing too. This crouching medium kick, you can punish it with the super. If you block this, you can punish it.
Oh, I can punish it with super? You
Do
serious?
crouching medium kick.
Wait, hold up. I have to build some meter.
No, you gotta hit crouching medium kick and I'll super you.
Oh,
Try
okay.
to block. It's hard to do. Especially online. Ah. And I can actually do it on hit. I'll just
Do
do
you
it
want
on
do
hit.
me to do this than this?
It's not gonna help much. It's more about the speed you gotta do the super and me play on a hitbox.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Actually, I'm not gonna do it like this. You can just hit me. If I do it fast enough, that can punish. But I can't do it on hitbox. I don't play this on
Only if you're
hitbox.
blocking, right? Not if you get hit, surely.
On a hit, it works.
It fucking works on it. That's
Dude,
ridiculous.
there's some janky phrase data in this game.
Holy
Remy's
shit.
crouching medium kick. Remy's crouching medium kick is the same thing. If you hit them with Remy's crouching medium kick, he's punishable. Stupid.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild. So, potentially a tactic could be just to get hit by you.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. I'm asking, right? Like, I'm saying, like, if you hit me with your crouching forward...
How do you know I'm gonna do a crouching medium kick? I might do a sweep. I might do a standing medium
Yeah,
punch.
that's true. But maybe
I might do a standing roundhouse.
Yeah, but maybe it's your poke that you use all the time. And
I
maybe
think you can do it as a failsafe. If you happen to get hit while you were looking for it and you're still trying to reversal against it, that's another thing. Is you have focal points in this game. Like crouching medium kick. If I reversal super that, it's likely that I was looking for it.
Yeah,
So I had to be looking for it.
yeah.
Now let's say you see that I'm looking to reversal your crouching medium kick, and then you dash up grab. That's more likely to hit me because you can analyze what I'm thinking in the moment because you saw how I was behaving. You're like, oh, this motherfucker's looking for a super. I'm gonna dash up and throw him.
Okay. Yeah.
What were we talking about with that? Though?
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, reversal supers. So an easier demonstration would be if you did crouching roundhouse and I punished that with super art.
You want me to do it? Oh, you need meter. Okay.
Yeah, you do crouching roundhouse and then I'll try to do
How
super.
far away do you want me to do it?
Anywhere. Pretty much anywhere I can punish this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and crouching medium kick I can also attach to it and that makes it easier. But crouching roundhouse I can just punish with a sweep model. So you do sweep, crouching roundhouse, and I can just punish that with my sweep.
Yeah. Okay.
I interrupted you when we were talking about dash up throw.
No, I was gonna ask. I mean, I don't know if I'm moving too quickly, but I wanted to ask about. So when I think of fundamentals in Street Fighter, you know, they change a little bit depending on the game. With punishing is a big one, obviously, but another one is zoning. Is zoning like just not much of a thing in Third Strike?
I think what you might be getting at is fireballs being useless in this game.
Is that what I'm asking? I'm not trying to get at anything.
Okay.
I'm asking because you
Is
yeah.
what I can demonstrate one thing at least. Do an EX fireball. Throw an EX fireball at me, and then dash up. Do an EX fireball and then dash up. From here. Dash up.
Sorry. My dashing left is appalling. Hold up.
Okay, you need a meter. But what I'm getting at here is, when I parry, I'm stuck in parry stun. If I got nothing to really punish, I'm doing this. So
Yeah.
what's the difference between that and blocking?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot at that point. So you can use that fireball to keep me in place while you advance forward.
I actually do that in 5 with Ryu players because they
Oh,
love.
the parry?
Yeah, they love it because I have Akuma, right? So I have a 3-hit red fireball, and Ryu players love nothing more than showing you that they can parry a 3-hit fireball, and then
Sure.
I just fucking dash up, and you know whatever, you know, and then I do whatever I decide to do. But I understand that concept of holding somebody in place based on that parry.
Now, the difference is, like in Super Turbo, fireballs are a footsie tool. They dictate the pace. In this game, they have a place, but they're not the most important thing. They are probably underrated, but they're not that great either. But
Yeah.
they have functionality. Like this low forward fireball, if I do this, it's kind of whack. If I do that, it's kind of whack. But this, now I got a knockdown. That's okay.
Okay.
Also, I can use that to confirm the super, as Ken. It extends it a little bit more. If I do low forward fireball soup, it makes it an easier hit confirm if I'm close to you. Far away, it doesn't work. It's got a place.
So, I mean, what about some of the other characters? Does like this guy 12? Does he zone? Like, is there
12 is not finished. I don't think 12 was finished.
Okay. So zoning is not really
He's fun to play.
zoning is pretty much
Oral.
cancelled out. Zoning is pretty much
No.
cancelled out by parries, right?
Now that you highlight this Oro character, I fucking hate Oro so much.
You hate
I
Oro?
hate him. He can unblockable Hugo from like full screen without even trying. And I have to. It's so stupid. This Booger Super can set up unblockables, where he puts it down on the ground like that, or it floats a little bit to you.
Yeah.
There's a way you can set it up to where he can cross you up with the medium kick, and you gotta parry both of them like it's a reflector unblockable.
Oh Christ.
And this character, look how much mobility he has. And then if you actually get him to the corner, all right, I don't want to be in the corner. It's stupid. These buttons right here are so hard to whip punish. I hate this character so much. You can also charge partition. It's stuff. There we go.
How do you do his fireball? Is he a charge character?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a charge character. Okay.
Yep. See what else? He's just, I hate this character. Unblockable. So stupid.
Do you think they're gonna bring him into? I mean,
And
do you think they'll bring him
this
into 5?
roundhouse, so much stun. Maybe. I don't know how he's gonna work. I don't know. I think they will, honestly, but I'm not sure how they. He's not gonna play the same. It's gonna be like Cody and all the other characters they put into the game that are just like they resemble how they used to play, but they're Street Fighter V style.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I think they've been hinting at him for a while now, so I wouldn't be surprised.
There we go.
What the hell is that?
I dashed forward and did a charge move down.
Oh, that was charge partitioning?
Mm-hmm. It's hard to
Yeah,
do.
that shit is difficult, man.
There. You can actually split up the charge to like 3 different charges. Or maybe even more.
No! What?
Yeah. You can do like charge, hit forward, charge, hit forward, charge, and then do it again. And then you get the charge for it.
So you get
Oh, the timing for it.
you get
Probably have to
the,
do more than that.
you get the charge. You get to do multiple moves using the same charge.
No, only one. You do different charge timings. So let's say the total is like a whole second, and then you spend 33rd of a second charging, then you move. Another 33rd, then you move. Then another 33rd of that second, and then you complete the charge, and then...
Oh, have you? Wow, that's some serious fucking partitioning.
Yeah. It's possible, but it's not something I really care to practice.
Gotcha.
This is my favorite character right here. I love playing this character. But I can't play him on hitbox.
So what attracted you to Hugo?
He was the complete opposite of what I did when I first started playing. Because I played Yang at first. I was like all offense. I like speed. Not like the weird kind of speed, but like dashing and having fast attacks. I was like all about it. I like Bruce Lee when I was growing up. And then Street Fighter 4 came out.
Wait,
and
hold up.
Oh, jeez. I just commented on a Facebook status about how Bruce like low tier by today's standards. compared to like Conor McGregor, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I'm like, Bruce wouldn't be able to fight.
Oh, really?
Sorry. I don't think so. He was like 165 max.
Yeah, I mean,
And we got like modern technology.
I think people just want an icon. He had a way of
That too.
He had a way of holding
It's not
himself. He had a way of
really-
holding himself. He had a way of presenting himself. He was I think he was very aware of his own. I hate to, sound like a businessman, but I think he was very aware of his own brand. Bruce
Yeah.
Lee, you know.
He was a movie star, Not to
Yeah.
say that he wasn't a good fighter. He probably would be a great fighter in our times, but he wasn't. He's not in our
Yeah.
times.
Well, a lot of those.
But that's what draw me to like Yang and those kinds of characters, like Gen, like the Chinese kung fu. I loved martial arts film when I was growing up, so I started with Yang. Street Fighter 4 came out. I stopped playing Third Strike a lot. So I went back to Third Strike with a totally different, like to make it fresh too. And at the time, I felt like I was like, maybe it sounds obnoxious or whatever, but I felt like I was so good at Third Strike that I needed a challenge, and I wanted to do something that would also help me grow. Like I feel like I was capable of playing a difficult character like Hugo.
Okay.
And to this day, I'm still learning. Still learning how to play this character.
Did you play Hugo in 4?
Street Fighter 4, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I played all kinds of characters in that game.
Okay.
I guess how much that is plus on block.
How much that is plus on block? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me try something.
It's in the double digits. I think it's
That's
like 16.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
If I do the heavy punch into light punch and you block it, you have to red parry it. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
you block the heavy punch.
Oh, the double clap? Yeah.
You gotta red parry the second one.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, since we just went over that?
Well, I
have to
mean,
red parry it.
you just told me I'm in a horrendous amount of block stun, so I'm sure you could probably throw me or some shit like that.
So that means the amount of advantage that I have is greater than the startup of my light punch giant palm bomber.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
you don't leave block stun. So it's double digits, this heavy punch one. It does so much damage. It's cool. You can also car it with medium kick. But then
Jesus
you gotta
Christ.
think about how do you land it. And then can whiff punish this pretty easily with his super art. I said it correctly.
All right, so listen, we've done an hour, and I want to upload this as a something on YouTube that people can use because I think there's some cool stuff in it. Can you just maybe you can do this real quick? Like tomorrow, I'm playing on my own, whatever, right?
Okay.
What do you think of the initial things? Maybe 3 things that I should focus on practicing.
I would stay on the ground. I wouldn't jump yet. And if you're playing Ken, I wouldn't even bother jumping. Just starting off.
Okay.
I would learn how to use low forward as a whiff punishing tool. I would learn how to use low forward attached to the super art. I don't know how to do like 3 things. So with that low forward, I would also learn how to use roundhouse, which also has more range. So using roundhouse as a poke is really important. And then dashing in and throwing. Dashing in and throwing in the neutral. And then the other thing is target combo super, short super. Yeah, building meter in the neutral is okay as well, but I wouldn't worry too much. It can get you into trouble at lower levels, I think. Maybe not, but it's not something I think will help you get to a better place. Probably, I mean, I guess you can work it in there. It's not that big.
Okay.
But it is a good tactic. When I build meter with crouching medium punch, I do it very sparingly. I mentioned that because, was it running on water? Somebody in the chat mentioned building meter with crouching medium punch. It's not a high priority thing to learn. And I think it's just easy to do. But learning how to just do nothing and then do what's effective with that crouching medium kick specifically with Ken, so important.
Okay. So
Do you mind if we practice that one more time? I'll like just hitting that crouching medium kick when you see me do something. I'm gonna do standing roundhouse, and I'm gonna do crouching roundhouse, and I'm gonna do crouching medium. And then I want you to only hit crouching medium kick in response to those 3 things. This is a big deal. This is so big in Third Strike.
just crouching medium kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this button, and this button. I'm gonna do this button, and this button. And these are also the buttons that you should be learning how to use as well. But I'm gonna intentionally whiff them in front of you. So that
this
you
one
whiff
here,
punish them.
this one here is a pain in the ass because it's so far reaching. So I need to be out of range of that, right?
But you can't low parry it too as well. That's what's also good about it. And also think about how crouching damage you take more damage if you're crouching in this game. So if I try to low parry that, it's good. Look how much damage it does if you hit me roundhouse while I'm crouching. That's a pretty good chunk.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot.
Okay, so whip punish with crouching medium kick. This button.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my crouching medium kick. Well, actually, I'm gonna do standing heavy kick first. So for now, I want you to just stay in place, and I'll space it so it whips. That worked. Perfect.
This is online. It's not too bad considering it's between us two right now. This is not too bad. This netcode. It's not the worst thing in the world.
You're too far. That's still punished.
Oh shit.
That's my fault. There you go. Now the hardest one is crouching medium kick. I gotta be a little bit closer.
Ooh, come on now.
Got it. You actually got it. Now if you do that in the critical art, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Really? Let me try that.
It's so much fun.
I'm
Now here's one more thing as far as spacing this. Now I'm gonna hit crouching medium kick here. Now notice how it's not hitting you.
Yeah.
Now you hit your crouching medium kick at the same part. You hit your crouching medium kick. It's not gonna hit unless you do it. You see how we're at the same space, but they don't contact each other? It's because of the extended hurt box. So if I'm at this range and I'm not even like reacting to you do it, just hit crouching medium kick and we'll see what happens. I hit you during the startup because I spaced it out of range of what you're doing. Know what I'm saying? I didn't react for the critical art. I just spaced it well. So now you do the same thing. Do it right outside of range. Like right there. Yeah. Now buffer that into super.
Okay.
Do super each time.
Oops.
Oh, this is gonna take some work. This is probably too advanced.
Hold up.
That's too close. You want it to whiff. That's probably too close. There you go. Right there.
Alright, so
just keep doing
it's the second
Like
time?
you're whiffing a crush counter button. Do low forward super. Keep doing it. Yeah.
Nah, you weren't blocking,
It's
but...
gonna take some practice. I think that actually punished my crouching light kick.
Really? No way.
Yeah. Well, it's a spacing thing. I'm still extending my hurt box once I do this. Oh, also keep in mind when the game freezes like that, when there's like a black screen or a screen freeze, you can still get hit if you input something. So it's not like Street Fighter V where if you input something, it'll save you and it'll just eat up the input. You get hit in this one.
Gotcha.
So the next thing to practice would be empty canceling is one way you can call it. Empty canceling low forward super. Like this. Like hit crouching medium kick and see what happens if I do this. That's fine. I stepped up a little bit. But it's just hard to do. But it's very valuable.
So you... Every time you press that, you're doing that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, not always, but sometimes I confirm it. Sometimes I have a read on when they want to do something.
It sounds so
like
fucking... It sounds so fast on the Mixbox. It's insane.
On the hitbox?
On the hitbox, sorry, yeah, the hitbox. It sounds insane.
There we go.
Yeah, that shit is... That's wild. And you do build meter really, really quickly. Do you tend to use do people use the taunts like constantly? When
after Ken's critical, okay. Alright, here's another thing. It has to do with how you can set up a taunt. Characters get up at different speeds in this game. They also quick tech at different speeds in this game. And the difference between their quick tech and no quick tech is different. So, depending on the matchup, there are some characters that can't get away with this. So for example, the twins, they get up off the ground the fastest at a quick tech. So if I do a super art and then I taunt, they can probably punish me for it. But Ken, I believe you can do a super art and then taunt, and then you'll have your next attack will have the damage buff. So if I do, try to get up.
Yeah, that was...
Now I have advantage. I think you can quick stand there.
Can you? You press down for quick stand, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember if it's a hard knockdown. I think it's a hard knockdown.
I think it's a hard knockdown because pressing down, I was mashing down. Do it.
I actually don't remember. I think it's a hard knockdown. I could be wrong. But in any case, you have enough time to taunt there, and then you can get the next thing that you do will have the damage buff.
Okay.
And
But
also
basically everybody's taunt builds meter, right?
meter.
Isn't that what the taunts are for? Don't they build meter?
No, it gives you. It depends on the character.
That's what I'm asking you.
Like-
I'm literally asking you. I'm saying, because like with Ken, when I do the taunt with Ken, I can see his meter build. See?
Sure, I guess that's a side bonus, but it's the damage buff you get for a lot of characters. Some people get stun reduction. Chun-Li has like 4 different taunts that do different things.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hugo has a charge taunt. He can bring out poison for no reason. One of Hugo's taunts gives him more grab damage, and the other one is just overall damage.
Okay.
Oro, if you hold the taunt, it stun. It's like a bunch of things.
Wow. That is wild. I don't understand why they wouldn't implement that in games going forwards, you know?
I think it's a balance issue too. I think they want to leave as little room for error as possible at the sacrifice of aesthetics and just cool things like that.
Which sucks. I mean, look, yeah. I mean, I
But
understand.
there's like creative ideas. You can put things like Akuma's taunt is pretty cool. It actually hits them. You can do damage off of it. It's not imbalanced because it's not very powerful. It's just something cool that you can do.
Yeah.
Or Easter eggs would be nice.
Yeah, a little bit more. I wish they had thrown more of those in. Taunts that can do something. I actually don't know if any other characters' taunts do anything other than Akuma's in Street Fighter 5. But I think that would have been nice. Alright, so should we round it out then? Unless there's anything else that is top of mind that you want to add for beginners right now.
I would repeat the same characters again. Alex, Chun-Li, Ken, Ryu. Those are like the top tier learning characters I think in this game.
Wait, Alex is top tier? Holy
As far as learning
shit.
the game, I think so, yeah.
Oh, really?
Super simple. He's not difficult to play.
Okay.
At a low level.
Wow. Wow, that's good stuff.
I made a minute video on how to play Alex. How to beat your friends with Alex. It's on YouTube. People really enjoy it. I got comments like, wow, this really works.
Oh, really? That's hilarious. I'll have to put a link in the... if people are watching this on YouTube, then I'll put a link to that video down below.
I think the title is How to Beat Your Friends in Less Than 1 Minute. Something like that.
Are you kidding me? Are you about to do it now?
I can if you'd like.
Go on, try it. Go on, do it. I say try it, but... That's a command grab, right?
Yeah. Oh!
There's that bloody move.
Oh my god, are you gonna beat me? You grab me? Oh my god. Oh!
I thought you were going to beat me in less than 2 minutes.
No, it's how to learn the character in less than 1 minute.
Oh!
I'm gonna
Okay.
take you out.
Okay.
I was trying to rush. I was trying to RTSD. I ain't gonna get it. Oh my god.
Oh, apparently wake up jab doesn't work in this game.
Heck no. Unless you're Chun-Li.
I'm doing some random shit in neutral now.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, get over here.
Oh, what?
What? Oh my god. This is
Oh,
the
that
worst
doesn't work either.
performance.
Does that work or no?
What?
Does low forward Tatsu work or does it not connect?
You gotta be close for the first hit. EX is a little better, but it's not something you wanna like focus on.
Oh, shit.
The worst.
That's really slow. I don't even know why I'm throwing that out. That's just dumb. Oh, that was quite a long grab. Fuck.
Oh my god. Ugh. What you doing over there? Oh my god. Oh boy.
Oh, that didn't work.
What? Oh my god.
No! That's what all Alexes do to me in Street Fighter 5. Ah! This
What a
guy,
mess.
dude, I have to say, this doesn't feel too bad. I mean, like, it's for considering we're online, doesn't feel too bad.
I'm gonna say something politically incorrect. It ain't. For me, it's pretty bad, but
For you,
it's
yeah.
a great learning tool.
For you, I'm sure. It's been a few weeks now. I've forgotten how it felt, on the arcade machine itself. But as far as like lag goes, playing online between you and me right now in Third Strike doesn't feel too bad. Like I was expecting it to be honestly, I was expecting it to be really, really bad. Almost unplayable. Oh shit. That was the dash up, not throw.
Yep.
Hey, did you just shimmy me? Fuck you. Oh, that worked. I don't know why. You just did a little dash shimmy. That's hilarious.
We'll try this at home, kids. Where's my crab? Oh my god.
Oh, that didn't work.
You almost got it?
I'm just mashing right now, but. Oh, look at that. That's some pretty cool stuff. Sit down. Oh, how did I miss that throw?
Oh. Did you do it? Oh, he did it! Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't do it on the hitbox!
There we go. Not exactly confirmed, but buffered.
Oh god.
No,
Nice
you
one.
didn't come forward.
Nice one.
I was hoping you would press a button. Why didn't you press a button?
This ain't that game.
I know, this ain't that game. This ain't that game.
I can pay attention to what's happening and feel good about it.
Yeah. It's fun though. It's fun. I gotta say, it's a lot of fun.
We gotta play some Q.
Oh, you gonna play some Q against me? Oh god, this is scary. I know he's supposed to be awful, but it's also scary because I have literally no idea how I'm supposed to play this guy. I mean,
you don't want me to taunt.
what is
now I
the,
got the
oh
defense.
yeah, what does that taunt do? That does some crazy shit, right?
Yeah, I got defense now.
You got what?
It hit me. Let's see what happens. Look at my health bar while you hit me. I'm taking almost twice as less damage. I think it was like 60% less damage or something like that. It's actually
For how long?
the whole match.
The whole match? You taunt
yeah.
you taunt once and that happens for the whole match?
Times. 3 times. It builds up like a certain percentage.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's not double defense, but
But
a
but
lot
when you
of
say the whole match, do you mean the round, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh Christ. What the fuck was that? What was that?
Danger. That's my G rage, man.
I don't know what that. Your G rage? Jesus.
That's what happens when I activate V trigger as G with.
Oh my god. Are you serious right now?
Don't let me talk, bro. Ah.
No.
Oh, I forgot to do.
What the hell? That was my my parry, of course. Is that a command grab?
It is.
It is? That sucks. Because I actually parried, not parried, teched. I felt like I was teching that.
Yep. Lots of damage. It's not a good super at all, but it's fun to play. I'll do one more with Hugo. Somebody asked for Hugo. I'll see what I can do. I can't do 360s on a hitbox very well, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, there's no way I can 720 on a hitbox, but I'm gonna try it.
Why? Why not? Shouldn't it be easy? Isn't it 4 buttons?
Technically, it's easier, but it's something you gotta practice.
Okay.
On Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, you cannot end your 360s in diagonal. So I have to hit only up when I do a 360. Whereas in Street Fighter 4 or 5, I can hold that. It's very easy in Street Fighter 4 or 5.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
720, it's just something I gotta practice. But I have a 360 less Hugo.
Jesus Christ, what buttons am I supposed to be pressing against you right now? Because all your buttons are outranging me. Sit down.
Oh, you're lucky. I can't. 60. Nice DP. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump.
No!
How would I get poison out? I don't know what buttons I gotta press. I think I just hold up. Oh. Oh, I also get defense as Hugo if I get damage and defense. Give me defense. I can't do it. Oh jeez.
What the fuck?
I can't do it!
Yes!
Oh,
Let's go!
You got one. I can't 720. No, I will not allow this. Oh, that was it!
I know, that was the one I was supposed to do. Oh, yes! Come on! Oh, no!
No.
What the
Mess up!
How did that work? Of course, wake up, throw. Wake up, throw, why not? What just happened? Because you parried...
I parried your low forward, I believe, and then I parried the critical. Because I knew that's... It's obvious what you were doing. I was so preemptive about it, because I can't really time it well.
Right,
I parried before you did the critical art. I parried before you did the critical art. You hit low forward, I parried it, and then I tapped forward before you did it. And then I went to neutral to make the window last longer. Because I can't parry that very well online, so I just let it go. I could have killed you, but I can't do 360s.
But I thought you... So you parried the first hit of the critical art, right?
Yes.
So that's what I don't understand. What happens to the second hit of the critical art? You've got
slow.
more... It's slow and you got time to just grab me?
Yeah, because I parried it.
I can't believe it.
You almost called me a C word, didn't you?
No, not at all. No. See, I've been in America.
You said, you.
No. I've been in America too long. Although there are words that I really worry about on stream, which I use in private when no one's around, when I'm just angry. And
Oh, you want to play again?
yeah, let's have one more. Let's have one more game.
You want the old school? I want to play some Yang. This is where it all started.
This is where it all started. And this is... I'm not looking forward to this because he has his... what the hell is it called?
You're thinking of Toro-san!
No, the shadowy...
No, you're thinking of Yun Genijin.
Oh, Yun Ganasian, yeah. Doesn't Yang have something similar?
Yeah, it's okay. It's not as good. Oh my god.
Oh, I see. That was a taunt. That was a... you wanted me to do that.
I can't do the things I need to do!
Wow, you're annoying.
Ah, I just squeezed it out!
There's definitely some shortcuts in this game. Did they put shortcuts in? There weren't shortcuts before, right?
I don't know. I never noticed them until recently.
It would seem weird that they would put shortcuts in. I don't think they did because they said this was supposed to be arcade perfect.
Oh, you mean like if they included shortcuts? I don't know. I never tested that. I don't think. It might actually be in the arcade. I don't know. That would have been a big super if you hit it.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, not good enough though. I mean, I'm not hit confirming. I'm just fucking buffering. That's all.
But at that range, you didn't need to. Ah. Gotta mash it. Uh-oh.
Oh, I got to mash it. Yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. I like the dashing in this game.
Feels good. It was good to move around.
Was this the
And
first
walk
Street?
speed.
Was this the first Street Fighter where they included dashing, or was that did they have dashing in Alpha?
There wasn't dashing in Alpha. Maybe some characters had some. I think Ken had like a roll kind of thing, so maybe you can compare it. But I forgot. I wanted to go over one more thing with proximity guard. Do you know how proximity guard works?
Yeah.
In Street Fighter V, proximity guard, from what I've seen, is on the first frame. So if you whiff a normal that's really slow, it forces them to block.
Yeah.
So it keeps them in place.
Yeah.
So something like Chun-Li's Heavy Punch in Street Fighter 4, like right here, you would not be able to move around in Street Fighter 5, rather.
That's yeah. You were we were talking about that. So this is the opposite. I can still
Yeah.
move. I can still move.
Yeah. You know what that means? You can walk away from it and whiff punish it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
it is pretty hard to do.
You're
as
right.
Ken.
That is huge. That is huge.
But there is proximity guard in this game. It's just not on the first frame like that.
Oh. Well,
First frame. This move is stupid. If you like mashing jab on wake up, this is the character for you. This button right here is super fast. But you can parry it high or low.
there you
But
go.
enough with the fun third strike facts. This character is stupid.
And you have to preempt. So when Daigo did the moment 37, he had to preempt that super, right, for the first hit.
No.
Because I've been trying to
You
figure that out. Because everyone says, well, there's certain videos that explain it, and they're like, oh yeah, he had to preempt the first hit. Like he had to.
I don't know what they mean by that.
Like
can
you have
parry-
to you have to input it before the. I think the way they explain it, and I might be wrong, and the chat can blow me up for this if I'm wrong, but I swear in some videos they've explained it as, oh, he has to hit the first parry before almost before the super is input.
No. You, I think, might be able to do it that way. But you can definitely parry it after the super happens.
So you can react
So
to
here's the process. Yeah.
You can react to it.
The super
Okay.
art happens. Then you parry. You can do that. I don't know if you can parry before it and then do it. I think you can do both.
Because
But typically, that's how it's done. The super happens, then you parry. You parry like during the screen freeze. And
Okay.
what helps you do it is what I mentioned earlier about going to neutral. So you tap forward, go to neutral, and then start the rhythm.
okay. I wasn't sure because, like I said, this video, the way the video explained it, it was like,
Like what I did with your super art or before when I hit down when I down parried and then you did the super art with Ken.
Yeah.
I parried before your super art happened. I imagine it's possible to do that with Chun-Li. They're probably Chun-Li's super is slower than Ken's, but I think you can. Yeah, someone in the chat says you can do both. So that would make sense. But you don't have to do it before the super happens. Maybe they're trying to talk it up like he was being super like anticipatory godlike mode, but you don't have to do it that way. You can definitely see the super and then react.
yeah, it was. I can't remember which video it was, but it's like a super popular video which is talking about the moment 37, and it was describing how godlike it was, and it was saying that the very first parry had to be, you know,
It didn't have to be. I mean, it depends on. You can probably see the video, and if he walked forward a little bit, then he parried before it happened.
yeah.
You can also red parry it, I believe. I think there's a way to red parry it without getting hit or something.
Oh, there is. Wow. Okay.
I could be making that up. I think I remember if you block first and then forward parry, you can parry like that. It's just really hard.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. It makes me curious about something.
Well, go take a look at it. I can't remember the video I was watching, but it's a super popular video explaining why Moment 37 is special. And part of it was this idea that he had to input a parry. I don't know. It was either before or it was as Justin was actually inputting the super.
I
But
mean, it's probably one of those things that it's amazing as it is. It could be the case that they wanted to make it seem bigger than it was, but it's just no matter how you slice it, it's a really big moment, especially for that time period. They weren't playing on arcade. I don't remember what they're playing on. I actually have no idea. If it was PS2, that's incredible. PS2 is super hard to do it on.
I don't know what they were doing on. They were, who knows? Who knows?
I don't remember.
All I know is there's a video of I think Justin, because they were both on a table, right?
Yeah,
So
which makes me think it was an arcade, but I could be wrong.
it,
Even if it was.
I don't know what it was, but they both had both of their fight sticks were on the same table, and I know that
Yeah,
I think Justin has admitted this, that when the parrying was happening, when he was
Mashing.
when he was mashing, his intention, as I understand it, was to actually fuck up Daigo's rhythm.
Like tilt the pinball machine kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. There's footage somewhere. There's footage of that happening close up. Because there were like cameras all there were kind of like everyone seemed to have like a little camera somewhere. This was before like everyone had a cell phone, but
Or streams.
yeah. Anyway, we should close it out because it's an hour and a half, and I want to put it up as a video on YouTube.
Good deal.
But I want to say thank you to you because that's been well, first of all, it's just a lot of fun, and secondly, I learned a lot. I don't think much of it will stick, but we'll see.
You got a whole video to look back on.
It's true. I can go back over the video. Absolutely. I've got a bunch of these videos now where people have been teaching me stuff, and usually I take away like one thing, which I get really excited about because then I'll play a game and I'll do it and I'll be like, Automatic taught me this, or Chris Wynn taught me this.
It feels good all around. I've had people approach me, or they're playing a tournament match, and they're like, "Thank you, Automatic." I'm like, "I'm right here, bro."
Yeah, it's good. It's nice, and it's such a fun game. I almost wish, like how I don't know. I wish there was a way to bring this game back into the fold.
I don't know if it's possible, man. I think Co-op Cup is just gonna be a glorious moment, and that's what it's gonna be. Actually, there's been some other tournament. Man, there was a sick tournament. There's so much I want to talk about. There was this sick tournament in Japan where you could buy the Third Strike player's beer as a viewer. It's a team tournament where you as a viewer could buy somebody beer and they read their comment out loud or something like that. It was so cool. One of the Hugo players had a shirt that said like drink beer or something, like drink beer, play Third Strike. It was the coolest shirt. I want one. But
So
yeah, I don't think you gave me another interesting idea, so I don't want to I got other ideas. But if Third Strike was released today, it might not stand a chance. Like, it's a trial by fire immediately, and if people don't, same thing happened to Cross Tekken in a different way, but people didn't know how to play the game, and now it's gone. And by the time that it got fixed up, it's too late. So if new generations, better put, if the first Street Fighter 3 came out, we wouldn't have a Third Strike if it came out today.
Okay, so Demon of Mist is saying that they played it on PS2 on CRTV in
Ew!
2004.
PS2 is one of the worst versions to play on, aside from Dreamcast. As far as input delay, as far as I've read.
Yeah, I guess that was the one. But yeah, I don't know. Like yeah, a lot of it has to do with marketing. A lot of it has to do with, is the game actually fully complete when you release it? Does it feel like an actual video game? I think that's what's been lacking a little bit with. Well, I've talked about this forever, but 5's release, they weren't thinking video game. They were thinking esports, and so for most people, what you need to do is round out a fucking cool video game. And that's not how they released it, which
a whole different conversation, man.
Fucking sucks. Yeah, no, it is, and I can go on about it for hours and hours and hours. But this is fun. This is a fun game to play for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I miss, and that's what I've been getting with Under Night In Birth EX Latte Mocha Frappuccino, whatever the name is. That game is sick. Eunice?
Yeah. Which character do you play?
I'm playing Enkidu right now, but I kind of want to try a zoner. So maybe Hilda or Batista. I don't know if I can play Batista. It's just not my style.
Yeah, I haven't really played
But-
much of it, but I have it, and I want to play more of it. And the characters that I was interested in are the ones from Melty Blood. And I didn't know they were from Melty Blood originally, but
I didn't know that either.
they're from, in their story mode, it's quite funny because it's comical because she recognizes that she's a guest character, so she talks like what do you call it, crossing the fourth wall, when you talk to the fourth wall or whatever. Like, so she's talking to you like, yeah, you should check out Melty Blood, it's a really good game, and blah blah blah, and and what the fuck am I even doing here, and da 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 da. I've forgotten the name of the character, but she's dope because she has a gun. And so I was like messing around with these characters.
Oh, I know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
she has a gun, right? So I was messing around with these characters, and all of a sudden she pulls out this gun, And it made me laugh because, you know, the joke, the meme is like, give Chun-Li a gun, give T-Hawk a gun, give whoever a gun, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, with that meme, when she pulled out her gun and just started fucking shooting people, I was like, this is my character. I don't care. This is going to be my character. And then I found out she was from Melty Blood. And then the other character that I liked is kind of like Akuma. Like, he has air fireballs and has, like, a raging demon. And he begins with an A. I forgot, a cat something.
Akatsuki, you're probably thinking about.
Akatsuki, yeah, that guy. So, you know, just because he reminded me of Akuma, I was like, oh yeah, that guy's cool. And then I found out that they were both from Melty Blood. No, he's not from Melty Blood. He's from another game. But I found out they were both the guest characters.
It's a whole new world to me, man. All I know is I like the gameplay, and it's bringing back familiar feelings.
Yeah, well, that's good. I saw your tweet about lag as well, which was really interesting. Really interesting. Anyway, so I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna end the stream and then
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, thanks for hanging out. Thanks everyone in the chat for hanging out. This has been a fun session, and hopefully we'll get to do more again in the future. And
thank you.
Yeah, I've actually got to do some editing now, because if I don't do any editing, I won't be able to do any more streaming. So
I'm gonna go stream Eunice or Let It Die.
all right, so everybody head over to Automatok, and in the meantime, I'm gonna try and get another interview out for tomorrow for you guys. So signing out. Bye, guys.
Hope you learned something. I'm automatic.